Okay, just a quick video today, taking a look at some of the movement in Bitcoin and what's been happening with some legislation recently. If you don't already know, Senator Cynthia Lummis has been working on this Bitcoin Act. Here's Cynthia here, which is set to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve and other programs to ensure the transparent management of Bitcoin holdings of the federal government, to offset costs utilizing certain resources of the Federal Reserve System and for other purposes. So the bill essentially is to kind of strategically use the Bitcoin that we already hold and also to invest and purchase more Bitcoin. That's kind of happening in the background, and I think is set to happen a little bit more in the autumn or in the fall. But consequently, at the same time, states are looking to purchase Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin on their balance sheets. Just today, Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs vetoed their state strategic Bitcoin reserve bill, calling it an untested investment. Today, I vetoed Senate Bill 1025. The Arizona State Retirement System is one of the strongest in the nation because it makes sound and informed investments. Arizonans' retirement funds are not the place for the state to try untested investments like virtual currency. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of tag her here so that we can get things moving there. So she fumbled. Arizona just fumbled the bag. That was, an untested investment. Bitcoin's been around for over 10 years and is proved to be one of the best investments that you could have invested in, if not the best, over the past decade. So big fumble here. I think she will certainly regret that, and people will be upset with her in the years to come about that decision. So we'll see. There's some other states that are kind of looking at some Bitcoin reserve bills. We'll see how those play out. Some other news here. Here's just another article about her. She had previously, stated that she would veto any legislation not tied to a bipartisan agreement on disability funding. So, as with all these bills, they pack a bunch of stuff into it. And so she, her soapbox was healthcare and for folks with disabilities. And for whatever reason, that wasn't tied to the bill, and that's why she vetoed it, but also is kind of throwing in some shade on Bitcoin as well. I hate that that's how politics works and how these bills works, that they pack it with stuff, but she fumbled. We'll see. In other news, Warren Buffett says it might be a good idea to own a lot of other currencies besides the US dollar. Likely talking about other world currencies, to diversify out of just the US dollar, to buy pesos, buy baht, whatever, Japanese yen, whatever it may be, to invest on a more global scale. Something to keep in mind. And here we have an unboxing of the Sui Play. So Sui has been working on their kind of own gaming device. I don't know if you guys remember, Solana had their, the Solana phone, and everybody was pretty amped about that. Not really sure where that's at these days. I haven't heard many people talk about it, but people are really hyped about that, thinking there might be an airdrop or a wallet that's native to this device. And a lot of people got airdrops or just preloaded wallets when they got that Solana thing. So I think a Solana phone. So I think a lot of people are kind of anticipating something similar to the Sui Play, and they're just excited. It's a new, outside of a Nintendo Switch or some of the Apple or other gaming devices. Something else to keep an eye on, and something that's kind of crypto, inherently crypto related. So just a quick little unboxing video here. I don't know if we need to see all that. And I guess movements in the chart today, ADA really was kind of the only big move. Popped up to about 73 cents earlier in the day, now sitting at about 71 cents. Taking a look at the Bitcoin charts, not much movement today, sitting currently at $96,200. And then lastly, just taking a look at the markets in general, the S&P 500 posted its first 9-day winning streak since November 2004. So the market is up for 9 days in a row. The index has hit many 7 and 8 day streaks in recent years, but the 9-day streak has not been hit since 2004. So, coming up out of those tariff fear lows, seeing some green, seeing a little bit more confidence in the market, and that's being reflected in the Bitcoin price as well. We're up over the past the past month since the beginning of April, up from 74,000, now sitting at, like I said, 96,000. So we'll see how markets play out in the coming week, and hopefully some of these other state bills are a little bit more bullish, and people can see the vision of long-term holding Bitcoin. I mean, the chart doesn't lie, so calling it an untested investment, yeah, she fumbled. Thanks, y'all. Peace.